Hey there, TFAX family. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the latest and juicy cease news from your favorite reality shows. Today, we've got a special treat for you as we break down 5 unique stories from the world of the Golden Bachelorette and beyond. So grab your popcorn and let's get started. First up, we have Shannon Beador making headlines. She explored the idea of becoming the Golden Bachelorette, but ended up being approached for a different show. What does this mean for her love life? Let's find out. Next, we shift our focus to Charles L., a beloved contestant from the Golden Bachelorette. During the Men Tell All special, he meets his biggest fan. Is he ready for the spotlight? Stay tuned to see his heartwarming reaction. Now, let's talk about Joan Vassos and the sparks flying with her potential suitor, Chock Chapple. Susan and Kathy spill the tea on their undeniable chemistry. Are they the power couple we've been waiting for? And don't miss this one. We'll explore potential pairings between alumni from the Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette. Could love be in the air for some of our fan favorites? You won't want to miss our thoughts on these matchups. Last but certainly not least, we have an exclusive insight into Joan Vassos' experience after the season. She opens up about her journey, the friendships she's formed, and where she thinks she belongs. What new relationships could be blossoming from her journey? Let's dive in. First up, let's dive deeper into the intriguing story of Shannon Beador. The star of Real Housewives of Orange County recently revealed that she toyed with the idea of becoming the very first Golden Bachelorette. During an episode of the Val Files podcast, Shannon shared how she pitched the idea to some producers associated with the Bachelor franchise, stating, "What about me being the Golden Bachelorette?" Although Shannon was ultimately passed over for the lead role, which went to Joan Vassos, her idea caught the attention of Bravo's Andy Cohen. Shannon explained, "Andy called me and said, we will have an interesting idea," leading her to a different opportunity on the upcoming spin-off show, The Love Hotel. This show is set to feature singles looking for lasting love and will prominently include Shannon alongside fellow single housewives like Gazelle Bryant, Ashley Darby, and Luann de Lesseps. Shannon humorously noted, "I kind of am a Golden Bachelorette on The Love Hotel," adding that she was the oldest participant on the show. She expressed excitement about the series, teasing that it offers viewers a glimpse into their personal stories, emphasizing that the cast is a single for a reason and grappling with their own triggers, even though Shannon declared she is not ready for love after her recent split from boyfriend John Jansen. She hinted at possibly making connections during filming. "I did meet people on the show, and I'll just leave it at that," she confessed. However, she remained cautious, stating, "I don't know that I'm even ready for a relationship right now. I want to have fun." As fans eagerly await the premiere of The Love Hotel, Shannon shared a positive outlook on her life. With 2 of her 3 daughters residing in New York City, where they filmed the show's confessionals, she's finding joy in new friendships. "We met a lot of new people on the show, and we're all going to be friends for life," she concluded. This is just the beginning for Shannon, and we can't wait to see where her journey leads next. Next, let's talk about Charles L., who captured the hearts of viewers on The Golden Bachelorette. Although he didn't ultimately win Joan Vassos' heart, he gained a special connection with fans, earning the title of many viewers' biggest fan. In an exclusive preview clip from the recent Men Tell All special, host Jess Palmer chatted candidly with Charles, who is 66, about his unexpected rise to fame. During the conversation, Jess mentioned, "You actually went back to Shanghai, and it was hard for you to watch the show. You weren't able to watch the show each and every week like the rest of us were." This led to a discussion about the Charles mania that swept across the nation during the season. Charles humbly responded, "My daughter informed me what is going on. I didn't expect to be that famous." As the audience cheered, a fan stood up to express her admiration. "Hey, Charles, I'm your biggest fan." Charles, visibly touched, clasped his hands together in appreciation. The audience's reaction, just how beloved he has become, with the crowd cheering, "You are so sweet, so funny and iconic without even trying. I just want to see more of you." Reflecting on his journey in the mansion, Charles shared, "I sensed it. I have the data. Why? Because I look around and I sensed." He acknowledged that he felt his elimination was imminent during his time on The Golden Bachelorette, saying, "You kind of sensed I'm not one of the few final ones." Despite not making it to the end, Charles valued the friendships he formed, including his time with Joan. The cast members, we support each other, but we don't compete. Each other in a sense, he explained. In a heartfelt admission, he added, in the end, Joan can only pick one gentleman. As you know that, we will be very happy whoever she is going to pick. His genuine spirit and heartfelt words have made him a fan favorite from the season. And as Jess Palmer noted, Charles L. is truly a national treasure. It's clear that while he may not have found love on the show, the connections he made will last a lifetime. No, let's turn our attention to the chemistry between Joan Vassos and her potential suitor, Chock Chapple, which has become a hot topic among fans. During a recent episode of the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast, friends Susan Knowles and Kathy Swartz discussed their observations about Joan's feelings for Chock. I think she is more attracted to Chock than anybody, Susan noted, highlighting the undeniable spark she sensed between the two. Kathy chimed in, agreeing that Joan, who is 61, appeared to have the strongest connection with Chock, also 61. But at the end, when she was crying with Pascal, Kathy reminded Susan, referencing another contestant, Pascal had ultimately withdrawn from the show during the October 30 episode, leaving Joan with her final two suitors. Chock and Guy Ganzert. What really caught Susan and Kathy's attention was Joan's undeniable chemistry with Chock. Did you notice that she hugs him longer? She laughs with him? Kathy pointed out, while Susan added, she makes out with him. Initially, they had both believed that Joan was being somewhat reserved with her public displays of affection. However, after seeing her interactions with Chock on screen, Susan had a change of heart, admitting that the whole entire show she gives little pecks. You know, at some point, Joan, forgive me because I know you're going to be listening to this. I thought, doesn't she know how to kiss? Then I see her with Chock, and I'm like, oh, Kate Pye, Kathy concluded that it was pretty clear to her that Joan and Chock share a strong physical connection, making them the frontrunners in fans' minds. The bond that Joan has formed with Chock has been evident throughout the season, leaving viewers eager to see how their story unfolds as the finale approaches. Joan, Susan, and Kathy all met during the inaugural season of The Golden Bachelor, and even though neither of them ended up with Jerry Turner, Joan has a second opportunity to find love on The Golden Bachelorette, with Chock emerging as a prominent figure in her journey. Fans are left wondering, will love blossom for Joan, or will she look elsewhere? Only time will tell. And don't miss this one. We'll be taking a closer look at some intriguing pairings between alumni from The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette that fans believe could create perfect golden couples. As we draw closer to the season finale, the buzz around potential matches has definitely heated up. Let's start with Jordan Heller and Leslie Fima. Both contestants were heartbroken when they were eliminated from their respective seasons, and according to fans, they might actually be better matches for each other than the leads they originally competed for. Recently, Jordan took the initiative and invited Leslie out to a soccer game, and fans can't help but wonder if romance could blossom between these two sweethearts. Next up is Gary Livingston, who was eliminated during week 4 of The Golden Bachelorette. While Joan seemed to enjoy his company, they didn't quite have the undeniable chemistry that sparks fireworks. However, that doesn't mean Gary won't find love. Fans are speculating that he might be better suited with another Golden Bachelor alum, retired teacher Ellen Goltzer. Both Gary and Ellen are kind souls with caring spirits, and they share a love for dance, despite Ellen claiming she has 2 left feet. Just imagine them cutting up the dance floor and laughing together. It could be a match made in paradise. Now, let's talk about Joan's final suitors. Guy Ganzert and Chock Chapple. While Guy and Joan have a decent connection, some fans believe he might actually be a better fit for Faith Martin, who finished 3rd on The Golden Bachelor. Faith and Guy share personalities that are relatively quiet and laid back, making them seem introspective and thoughtful. The two of them also love the outdoors, so there's plenty of potential for a harmonious pairing. Lastly, let's not forget about fan favorites Susan Knowles and Jack Lencioni. Susan was beloved during her time on The Golden Bachelor, while Jack may not have lasted long on The Golden Bachelorette, but fans instantly liked his charming commentary. Both Jack and Susan are outgoing extroverts who thrive in the spotlight, which could make for a dynamic duo. Jack has even expressed interest in potentially appearing on a Golden Bachelor in Paradise special, and who knows, maybe he and Susan could hit it off during that. as we celebrate these potential pairings. It's exciting to think about the possibilities that lay ahead in the world of the Golden Bachelor and with love in the air and new connections being formed. It's clear that these alumni won't be disappearing from our screens anytime soon. Last, but certainly not least, we have an exclusive look at Joan Vassos' journey after the season. In a recent interview with Facts, Joan candidly shared her thoughts following the taping of a Men Tell All special. She expressed her excitement about reconnecting with contestants, saying, "I've missed these guys. You become really good friends. Even if you didn't have like a romantic interest in each other, you still have big friendships that you've built." Joan reflected on the importance of these relationships, emphasizing, we spent months together and then all of a sudden, like, we were separated. I haven't seen them for so long. So it was like homecoming for us. And I was so happy to see their smiling faces. The emotional reunion highlights how deep the bonds formed during the show can be as they navigate the ups and downs of love together. One surprising revelation for Joan was how many of her fellow contestants have quickly moved on to new relationships after filming. I got to have little conversations with the guys, and so many of them are in relationships right now. I am so shocked, and I'm so excited for them, she shared, adding with a laugh, "Apparently they got over me really fast." As for her own journey, Joan teased, "I found a lot of love this season. I can't obviously tell you how this finished, but I feel like I am in exactly the place that I am supposed to be." Joan also discussed the significance of hometown dates, where she had the opportunity to meet the guys' families. Hometowns are particularly important, I think, for the Golden series because we've established these big lives. We've worked our whole lives to build, a place to live and have our family with us. "I'm not leaving my family," she explained. She emphasized the need to envision herself in the lives of her suitors, noting, "I certainly believed I would have to be spending time in their hometowns and with their families, so the hometowns are really, really, really important." Joan shared how much she loved getting to know the families of her contestants. "I'll tell you, I fell in love with these people's families," she said, acknowledging the bond she formed. As a final note, Joan was asked who she thinks should be the next Golden Bachelor. She enthusiastically responded, "There are so many guys. I mean, they are an amazing group of men. I couldn't possibly pick one. They're all really good." With that, it's clear that Joan's journey has brought her joy, friendships, and perhaps even love. We can't wait to see what the future holds for her and our favorite contestants.